Well, hello, and have a look at the new top Sellerie Deluxe Comfort Gel Seat. It looks lovely. I haven't really sat on it. I've just installed it. If you look at the previous video, you'll see me installing it. You'll also see me having a bit of difficulty getting it to lock down. And there is a knack, which I will explain on the way. You have to find the knack to get it to lock down. But I haven't, as I say, sat on it. We're going to go for about a 40-minute ride, so we'll see what it's like. Okay. Here we go. Right, it's a little bit higher, just a little bit higher than the previous seat. It feels very hard, but I know that that's the gel, and that once you've sat on it for a while, if I can find the remote control for the garage, once you've sat on it for a while, it molds itself to you, and it's very nice indeed. It's feels a little bit hard, but I know that from my FJR, which also has the top Sellerie seat, that it molds to yourself, so molds to your shape. Wonder what, child? Here we go. This seat grows on you. It definitely grows on you. It's becoming more and more comfortable as I sit on it. So, I know I've got quite a long way to go to test it out. So this seat, coming back to having now sat on it for probably 20 minutes or so, it is very comfortable. It really is. Not just a bit comfortable, but very comfortable indeed. It's it does feel hard when you first sit on it, and then it sort of flattens a bit as it forms to your shape. And, oh, I was going to tell you about actually fitting it onto the motorcycle. If you have a look at the unboxing and fitting video, you'll notice that I didn't actually get it seated properly. I got it onto the... Oh, it's been raining quite hard here. I got it on in the right place, but it wouldn't lock down. And so I put some dabs of various different things to see what was catching, what wasn't catching. British car in the wrong place. Just giving him a nice gentle reminder that he needs to be a little bit further over. Anyhow, the seat wasn't locking down, and so I spent some time looking at why this was, and there is a little nut which holds the locking mechanism, not on the seat base itself, the seat pan itself, but the locking mechanism on the bike. And that was catching on it because the gel at the front of the seat has made the seat just that little bit longer. And so consequently, wouldn't seat properly, if you understand what I mean. I wonder what 75 is trying to do. 75 being the centre of Paris department number. We'll see the motorbike in front probably go. And anyhow, the seat wasn't seating properly because the nut actually that holds the locking mechanism underneath the seat was catching, and there's a little hole that it's supposed to fit in, and because the gel has made it a little bit longer, and I imagine that with use and with heat that the gel will squash up or whatever, and it'll become easier. But what I did was I got the Dremel and I took about 1 centimetre off the back edge of the hole, and although that isn't actually enough to make it sit easily, it did allow me to put the seat on and then pull it forward hard and push down at the same time, which got us the seat to lock down. So I'm just wondering whether A, because it was cold and the gel was therefore a bit hard, and so on, but once I'd taken about 1 millimetre off the back end of the hole, and it only needed about 1 millimetre, I used some liquid to check exactly where everything was fouling, and that was that, and it's seated properly. So as to the seat, we've now been sat on it for about 40 minutes, and it really has become much more comfortable as the journey has gone on. It's moulding itself to my shape, which is very nice. And I noticed back at the traffic lights, because it's moulding itself to my shape, I'm actually getting my feet further down onto the ground. I'm not flat footing exactly, but it's more than the balls of it's somewhere between the balls of my feet and flat footing. The seat is nice and comfortable, and I do recommend them. Okay, let's have a look at putting the seat on the bike and locking it down. As you can see, the seat is loose, so I've put it on, but you can see it's not locked down at the back, so you need to grab the back and forcefully, I've got my knee and my leg braced against the rear passenger foot peg, and forcefully pull it forward and push down, and there you are, it's now locked down. And that is how you lock down the seat. It does become easier each time you do it, and the first few times will be a little bit difficult, but that's how you lock down the seat.